Before this, I ride bikes. And one day, the doctor said that I couldn't ride bikes anymore, so I have to opt for a car. From then on, my brother and I actually looked for various cars to compare which one do I want. We compare from the Satria GTI or Satria Neo or even other Proton or Produas car. One day, my brother actually said that his friend actually have a Satria GTI to be sold, and he just asked if I'm interested or no. So feeling that it might be a good chance, I just take up the offer to see the car. And from the first time I actually drive this car, I feel like this is the car that I want to buy, which gives me the same satisfaction as I ride my bikes before. Basically, that's how I started into cars, because before this I'm only into bikes. So this is actually the first car that really get me started into it. Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Haris, and this is my 2000 Proton Satria GTI 1.8. So basically, this is my first car, and in terms of specs, it currently runs about 140 wheel horsepower on dyno dynamics and mainline. It is by no means a fast car, but actually a fun to drive. So basically that's how it is. So this car is actually have been modded by the previous owner, from the engines to in terms of handlings, and the drivetrain have been a little bit modded by the previous owners. When it comes to me, I just only did minor things. So in terms of the engine, what have we done is basically we play with the cams. Currently it's running Tomei 280 11.1mm lift cams, and aside from that, it is use JE forged pistons and Duratec conrods. For the intake, what the previous owner did is that he did from the K&N air filter to the S90 throttle body, and then pair it up with the B18C Type R Honda air intake. So this actually give it a little bit of crazy throttle response that I kind of like and dislike sometimes. From the engine, in terms of the exhaust system, using the Casco replica extractor, then straight pipe until the muffler, giving it actually quite, whether it's hate it or love it, exhaust sounds. Aside from that, there's also oil coolers done, and it is currently managed by Microtech, but for safety purpose, I'm sorry I cannot disclose which model I use. That's basically what I remember what has been done to the engine, except that it has already fully balanced. And for the drivetrain, what the previous owner did is change the clutch to XZD 3-pulse clutch, and basically the rarest thing that one might find in Satria GTI is 4.9 final drive. In terms of handling, basically currently using the same D2 coilovers that the Satria Club Sport actually use. Currently the spring rate is 6K and 4K, but suspects that it's actually more than that due to the drive feel. The lower arm actually in front have changed to Evo lower arm. Okay, even if the D2 coilovers, all those handling mods have been done, it is by no means that the handling is not good. But if I compare it to a standard Satria Neo, I think Satria Neo is still way better than this car, even with these mods. So with all these mods, currently the last time I checked, which is last year on dyno, on mainline is Mainline and Dyno Dynamics is about 142 horsepower, wheel horsepower. But in terms of Dyno Jack, one actually expects that maybe it's about 160 or 170 horsepower. So that's pretty much the power ranges and what the car actually have. Okay, for this car, when I actually buy it, it was meant to be a daily driver, but actually I go it for toges. Maybe in the future have budget, go for track days, but currently no budget, so cannot do anything. So maybe toge is the best fun I can get, but as it is a daily driver, the fuel economy actually is what actually put a hole on my pocket. The fuel economy currently is really shameful to say. The last time I checked it is about 5 or 6 km per liter, which is even worse than some high performance cars. The ranges is about, for full tank, maximum I've tried is 250 km before it reach at the empty level. So I don't think I can go long distance with this car. Maybe can, but have to bring a lot of jerry cans along the way. But what can I do? When I love the car, have to deal with it. For this car, my vision first and foremost is to restore it to its former glory, because before this, in 2009, when the previous owner actually diagnosed it, even if it's NA non-MIVAC, it actually registers at Dyno Dynamics at 190 horsepower. Maybe that's one of my visions for it, because of course lah, by the 140 horsepower is enough, but once I actually gets used to it, as humans we want more and more and more and more. So that's what I envision for this car. And maybe in terms of the bodywork, as there's a lot of battle scars in this car, which some actually say is really bad, you should go for paint job or anything, but let's look for it in the future. I want to solve all the issues first, then I focus on what the cosmetics really is. That's about the engine, the performance, my experience. So basically what I love about this car is that it is actually a fun car to drive. In my point of view, this is a car that teaches the driver. For my car, there's no such thing as driver assist. Even there's no ABS. I don't know why the previous owner actually removes it. So I think this is what I like about the car. And one of the greatest moments is that not me, the one who's driving this car, but my brother actually managed to go for toge with those powerhouses like Evo 10s and Mira with Evo engines. That's one of the greatest moments, even if it's not me who's driving it. The worst experience that in the first few months, like first 8 months of owning this car have a lot of issues. Always stalls. That was until I went to Raja Imran at MR Pro Works. He actually diagnosed that it is the starter relay wiring issue. So luckily after that, no more problem with the stalling as hell. But pretty much that's my best and worst moments lah with these cars. Why I still keep the stickers is basically simple. For me, owning this car or buying this car is not simply about owning it or simply go for a drive from A to B or spirited driving only. It is like inheriting the legacy from those old timers, and actually keeps maybe so that people or the youngsters wouldn't forget that Proton once made a car that is really good called the Satria GTI or the C99 chassis. before the Satria Neo actually exists. So basically that's what I can say. It's more of a legacy for me. I don't think I will ever sell it. Even if someone offer 30k, I won't sell it, because I have currently developed attachment and sentimental value to this car, which maybe some might say it's ridiculous. If you have any questions about this car or what I did, if I can help you, hopefully, just put down in the comments below. So basically that's how we can communicate, and if I can help, I just try help. So it would mean a lot for you guys, viewers, to help LMNZR by comment, subscribe and share his videos. Good luck.